Hello, is that Mr. Patel?
Yes, speaking.
How you doing? It's Luke from iRent Properties.
Yeah.
I got a message from you yesterday. Just wanted to have a quick chat with you if you've got 5 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so you mentioned an HMO property. What's the situation? What's occurring?
The tenant just moved out at the end of last month.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the agent hasn't been able to find anybody to occupy the property so far.
Yeah.
The only concern is my HMO is in the process of renewal.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the steps are now. I mean, obviously we've already applied for the
Renewal?
renewal. Yeah.
Yeah, but it can take a while.
The agency is sorting that out, but according to their record, I mean, they haven't received the application. I think because their reminder system is like an automated sent out on an email.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got quite a backlog as well. They're quite understaffed, aren't they? So it used to be an HMO, what was it, for 5 bed, 6 bed?
No, 3 bed.
3 bed?
Yeah.
And 1 bath?
Yeah.
Okay. Haven't seen many 3 bed HMOs in my time.
I think what they did is, in the past, they used to have like a 3 bed and they used to turn it into 4 beds.
Yep.
Because they used to use the downstairs reception as a bedroom.
Yep.
So eventually what they chased up was anybody who had officially 2 bedroom, but they turned the third reception room into a bedroom, so it making it 3 bedrooms. So they changed the applicable rules. So if you're letting it 3 bedroom, then it's classed as HMO.
Yeah, any more than 2 unrelated people, it seems to be.
But my currently my occupation for the I think last maybe 2 years or something has been a single dwelling. So obviously, the agent hasn't been fined anything about the.
It seems like they've made up more rules just to make sure they can get some money out of landlords, is the way it seems to me,
Yeah, mine is in Rhondda anyway, Tree Forest.
Okay, is that where it is, in Tree Forest?
Yeah.
What's the address? And it's completely empty at the moment, or you have one room completely empty?
Yeah.
Okay. And what sort of condition is it in?
Just got minor paint touch-up. And anything. There's not. The only problem is, I think the shower door. Obviously, it's been for a while, so the sliding door rollers are broken, so I need to replace that.
Okay. So shower.
Other than that, we fully redecorated it last year.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Where are you based then?
I'm based in London, but my.
Oh right, okay.
My property company is based in Newport. Most of our properties are there. But we do have some properties. The ones that I own are in like the valleys. So Aberdare, Mountain Ash, those sort of areas. Okay. We've just taken on another property in Merthyr.
Yeah.
Where we've offered a guaranteed rent to the landlord there.
So is there a minimum bedroom you're interested, or it doesn't really?
It depends really. It depends because there's different ways that we can rent it out. So we either target like doctors and nurses and people like that if we try and find a group of 3 people.
Yeah.
Or we can look to do.
Mine's only like about say 150 meter or 200 meter walk from the Glamorgan Union.
Okay. Okay, good. Nice and close.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's definitely worth us having a look at it for sure, and that would be the next step. And then I guess we could have a conversation after that once we've seen it.
Yeah, sure.
And go from there. I mean, have you got an idea in mind of what you would, in an ideal world, what you would like?
Obviously, I don't know how you guys manage it because up until now, I've been getting 11 for it a month.
Okay. So who's been paying you that? The 3 tenants between them?
Tenants, yeah. No, it hasn't been like a HMO manager where I get carried rent. It's just a normal straight contract line.
Yeah. And are they paying the bills, or are you paying the bills, or?
No, they're paying the bills.
Okay. See, we would agree. Well, a similar property that we've agreed on in Merthyr, a 3 bed. We're paying 800 at the moment for a 3 bed. So I guess if we come and have a look, and then maybe we can discuss things from there. But we would pay all the bills in our sort of company name.
So obviously everything else would be managed by yourself rather than.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we manage everything. We need to have a decent sort of communication between myself and you.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, we try and make it a hands-off solution for landlords, basically, so that they can just receive the passive income,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about management or dealing with the tenants at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, there are void periods here and there that you will experience. So every now and again, you have those months where it's empty. Our sort of pitch to you would be that we just give you that guaranteed income for the whole year, hopefully over a longer term than that, and it's then down to us to try and use our expertise to make sure there isn't many voids for us on our side, so we can actually be profitable. That's our risk on our end. So yeah, that's kind of how we work briefly, But I guess the next step would be to view it, and then we could have another conversation after that and see if we can figure something out.
Yeah.
When's a good time for you?
I just wanted to make obviously at the moment it's not too bad, but if you do decide to take it any further and we have an agreement and everything, if everything is acceptable, my future correspondence would be either through emails or WhatsApp messages, no phone calls.
Yeah, that's fine. Where are you off to? You going somewhere?
I'm not going anywhere. It's just that I get some like an evidence kind of thing of what's been discussed and everything.
Yeah, of course.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
In the past, I've had agents where they say, okay,
promise the world
something, but when the problem happened, they say, oh, we didn't accept that.
Yeah, no, of course, I understand completely. We've had landlords deal with have similar issues with other agents in the past. We're a little bit different. We're not like a big, massive high street estate agent. We're quite a small, bespoke sort of service is what we offer. We only have sort of 10, 15 landlords that we work with in South Wales. It's quite a personal service between sort of myself and the landlords. We're not a massive business, so you are more of a priority to us rather than like a number,
Yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of how we work.
So, I mean, you can make until as long as when you find out what your diary is like. I mean, I'm free any day after 1:00.
Any day after 1:00. Okay. One way around the HMO side of things would be to potentially rent it to shorter term people. Sort of by the week and by the month, and then if they're not on like a long-term agreement, they're more classed as guests rather than tenants. If you use platforms like Airbnb and Booking.com, then they're not really classed as like a longer-term tenant then. So that might be an option that we might go down as well if it makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
But it would still be a similar type of tenant/guest. People that are working in the area, staycations. I do that with my own properties as well. We have people come in for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks,
Oh, right. Okay.
and that can work out quite well as well.
Yeah.
But I guess first things first, I'll speak to my member of staff to see if we can arrange a viewing after 1:00 at some point this week.
Yeah.
And then I will give you a call back or message you. And then we'll do the viewing and we'll go from there, my friend.
No problem. That's fine.
Yep. All right. Thanks for your time, Mr. Patel, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
Cheers. Bye. Bye.